Hi guys! From bank accounts to credit cards, so many banks are nerving their perks across the board. Can we get some chill over here? From OCBC nerving their OCBC 360 rates in May, and then again in August, UOB dropping their bank rates for the UOB One account as well as the UOB Stash, and then also nerving their UOB KrisFlyer, UOB Lady Solitaire, UOB Visa Signature, DBS nerving their DBS Women's World Mastercard, Chocolate Finance nerving their Chocolate Visa Debit Card, HSBC Everyday Global Account reducing their cashback for bill payments from 1% to 0.5%. Boy, can we get a break around here! As such, today I'm going to share some updates on my own personal credit card strategy, and everything that I've shared in my previous videos still stands. You can watch it over here, but today I'll be sharing 2 cards that I have added, 1 card that I'm still using as my mainstay card, and I will also reveal the list of 9 cards that I have cancelled. And even if you are new to credit cards, you can follow along and I will keep it beginner friendly. However, I will not include my latest card strategy when it comes to travel spend because it's just gonna be a lot and you guys are just gonna be overwhelmed. Oh, by the way, I also recently compared the exchange rates across different cards again in my latest China trip, and I did make some interesting discovery. If you want me to share those discoveries, subscribe and comment travel, and if many people want it, I'll make a video on it. Recently, I decided to challenge myself and agreed to give a talk at a multinational corporation to share some credit card strategies. And I realized in my one-to-one conversations with some of them is that many people are using cards that are not suitable for their spending. But actually, it's kind of difficult to navigate it yourself, especially if you are someone who is really giving your attention to your career and your family as you should. And as a result, you might be quite time stretched and you really don't have time or energy to figure all of this out by yourself. So I actually thought to myself, how can I help this group of people? So I'm running a pilot test for a limited time where you can book a one-to-one coaching call with me in the link below if you need dedicated help. But you should be aware that I am not a financial advisor. I am your lobang sis who can help point you in the right direction based on my experience, knowledge and research. I do have a full-time job on top of my content creation, so I have very limited slots. If you need to have a consultation, feel free to book below, but you really don't have to because you can easily join my Telegram community of like-minded individuals who are also interested in credit cards and bank account strategies, who can share with you their own thoughts and strategies. I mean, everybody help everybody lah. So feel free to join the Telegram below. So without further ado, let me show you the first card that I've added to my card strategy. And it is with the DBSU card. Since March, I've actually been testing the DBSU card to see if it actually lives up to the hype. And honestly, given all the recent nerfs, this is easily one of my top recommendations, especially if you are serious about optimizing for cashback or flying business class. Here's how the U ecosystem works. The DBSU card and the U app works hand in hand, but it can also work separately. Even without the DBSU card, you can actually download the app and earn rewards at U merchants. If you are new to the app, you will also get 2,000 U points using the code below. But with the DBSU card, it works like youtiao and soya bean. Now, I'll be honest, I used to find this card pretty restrictive. Most of my usual spends wasn't with U merchants, but after some careful tests and switch, I realized that I could consistently hit $600 minimum spend to unlock 18% rebates or 10 miles per dollar. It does require a bit of brand switching, but the hacks are worth it. For example, for groceries, I now use this card at Giant or Cold Storage, and on the app you will find offers like get $6 with a minimum spend of $60 every weekend at Giant, or get $6 return voucher with a minimum spend of $80 every Friday at Guardian, etc. So when you stack it with the DBSU card, you actually get a very compelling proposition. And if I need a top up at the end of the month to hit the minimum spend, I just buy Dairy Farm group vouchers where I can spend at Giant or Cold Storage or Guardian. It's an easy fix. And the latest U app promotions are also solid, like $2 off eggs, berries, rice, oral care and ice cream, and $5 off Food Panda with $25 spent. You will be able to see these offers on your U app too. These discounts actually stack with the DBSU card's 18% cash rebates or 10 miles per dollar earn rate. A case in point is recently I had a steamboat gathering and I found a buy 2 get 1 free meat promotion on Food Panda, and I managed to stack a Food Panda voucher plus plus get an 18% cash rebate or 10 miles per dollar on the DBSU card. That's amazing! And if you are new to Foodpanda, you can actually also receive 1000 U points plus $10 DBSU card vouchers for your first transaction. That's a real win. And for ride-hailing services, I also compared Comfort, Grab, Tada, and Gojek. And Gojek actually consistently came up the cheapest before rebates. So I fully switched to using the DBSU card on Gojek for those rides. If you're thinking of signing up for a DBS or a POSB card, here's a lobang that you shouldn't miss. From now until the 31st of July 2025, there is a flash deal where new cardholders can get up to $899 worth of rewards. That includes options like PlayStation, Ergo Tune chairs, or even $500 of eCapital voucher. All you need to do is click on the link below and you will find the promo codes tied to the different gifts. So during your credit card application, you just need to enter the promo code of the gift of your choice here. Once the card is approved, you will just need to use the card to fulfill the qualifying spend of $500 within 30 days and the gifts will be yours. Of course, please don't go and charge things that are already in the exclusion list like your insurance, AXS bills, Grab wallet top-ups. Use it for retail, Foodpanda, Giant. All the details are in the description below, so don't wait because this offer disappears after July. Afterwards, the standard sign-up bonus drops to $380 worth of rewards, which runs till October. And if you are already a DBS or POSB card holder, you are not left out. There is also $80 worth of Esso fuel voucher up for grab. No minimum spend, no promo code. Just click the link below to apply and enjoy. Special thanks to you for sponsoring this video. The second card that I've added to my stack is the Amex Platinum card. And yes, I even broke down the math in a dedicated YouTube video if you want the full analysis. Now, I'll be upfront. This is not a beginner-friendly card, but I did manage to hit the $8,000 minimum spend by paying for my insurance and my taxes via iPayMy last month. But this was purely to get the 100k welcome bonus as well as the statement credit. You can check out the article in the link below. Because the card gives so much credits, so for dining, I used the local dining credits to treat my mom at Summer Pavilion for a $120 meal, and I got $100 credit back, which means that I only paid $21.10 in total for the meal. For shopping, I bought a pair of Adidas shoes on Net-a-Porter. The retail price was $186.71 minus the $75 of shopping credit from Amex Platinum minus shopback cashback that I managed to get with the app for $17.78. My total cost was around $93.93, which is 50% off. Isn't that a great deal? That's such a great deal! And then there's travel. The card gives me $100 in airline credits with a minimum spend of $300 every 6 months. So I booked 2 Singapore Airlines tickets to Da Nang. One I bought on the 30th of June and one I bought on the 1st of July. And I saved $200 in total. I will also be able to use the unlimited lounge access, which covers me and a guest across all major airports. This card takes some work and I do not intend to use this for daily spending. But if optimized correctly and we use the perks to our advantage, it can give us serious value that might be worth it. So you can check out the article below if you want. The next card is what I'm keeping. The Maybank Family and Friends is still my mainstay card since my last video because firstly, the 8% cashback on 5 of your chosen categories is just too good to ignore. As you can see from my Maybank Treats app, I chose groceries, food delivery, transport, online shopping, and sports apparel. Malaysia Ringgit and Indonesia Rupiah spend is standard for all card holders as an extra category. As you can see, in June, my groceries was $141.23. That's from places like NTUC or Sheng Siong. The rest of the spending at Giant was spent on the DBSU card. Then my dining was around $275.25. I burst this category a lot in the previous months, so in June I managed to track it a little bit, and when I know I'm going to reach the cap, I actually switched to the UOB Preferred Platinum Visa card. For transport category, my bus and MRT rides was around $97.05 because I work from home 100% of the time. And for online shopping, that's the amount that I spend on Shopee, Lazada. For sports and sports apparel, that's my gym membership of $98 per month. And finally, my mom buys groceries in Malaysia sometimes, so that was $162.81 in June. One thing I've realized is that the spend is only included in the month if your transaction gets posted within the month. From the time your transaction is charged to the time your transaction is posted, it usually takes around 3 to 5 working days. So on the last week of the month, your spending might get registered as the following month's spending instead if you spend too late, because that was exactly what happened to me when I tried to buy the Haymax vouchers to hit the minimum spend. As you can see, I bought it a little bit too late and it was registered June spending instead. So my effective cashback in June was around 7.7%, which is not too shabby indeed. To cut a long story short, I believe that this is much better than any 4 miles per dollar card. Therefore, I much rather use this for now. And finally, here are the list of the cards that I have cancelled and the reasons why. I won't talk much about it. Feel free to take a screenshot and leave a comment if you want to know why for specific cards. I hope this was helpful. If it helped you, hit the like and subscribe button because you are awesome, and feel free to join my Telegram channel below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.